America 3, Juliet Tango.
Juliet Tango, come back with that whole call sign, sir.
Juliet Tango, come back with that whole call sign, sir.
Yeah, KC9 Victor, King Victor. This is Victor, America 3, Juliet Tango, VA3JT. Jim at the mic. Good afternoon, Doctor. How are you doing?
Very good, sir. How are you doing this afternoon?
Very good, sir. How are you doing this afternoon?
Absolutely fantastic. Just great to hear your voice. Just come in. I spent the last 4 days working on the antenna, the Hustler 6BTV, backyards 20 by 20. I had a dock. It's a little too much to get off the stand. I put it on the tilt. It's working fine. I took all your advice. It's working fine. I took all your advice, did everything you asked me to do, and I can't believe the reports I'm getting. Back to you, and a big hug from Canada to our friends in America, and happy Thanksgiving. KC9VKV, Victor Alpha 3, Juliet Tango.
Roger, Roger, Jim. Now, what radio are you running today?
Roger, Jim. Now, what radio are you running today?
I call 7300.
All right, and just out of curiosity, what is your mic level right at the moment, Jim?
Just out of curiosity, what is your mic level right at the moment, Jim?
Oh, I bought the SM30 mic. Hold on, I'm going to tell you.
No, just your internal mic level, what it is.
Percent.
No, just your internal mic level, what it is.
Yeah, 60.
Okay, take that back to 50.
Okay, take that back to 50.
Okay, back to 50, and the compression is at number 4.
All right, and take that compressor back to 3. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of breathing space in your audio. You were up there around 2 dB dynamic range, and I'd like to see you at about 3 dB dynamic range. You sound so much more friendly, if you know what I mean. Your words have life to them, as opposed to being kind of blurry up towards the top. Roger?
Life to them, as opposed to being kind of blurry up towards the top. Roger?
Roger. It's now at compression 3. I bought the SM30 mic, and I'm about 4 inches away from the mic. How's that, Doctor?
Yes, sir. That's just as beautiful, and you have just a beautiful top end. So it's all go for liftoff there, buddy. And we are recording, and if you want to hear that beautiful sound, go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook on a YouTube search, and we'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. And you're just beautiful. We're just a little hot there in the beginning, but now you're just perfect.
You're just beautiful. We're just a little hot there in the beginning, but now you're just perfect.
Thank you, Doctor. KC9VKV, Victor America 3, Japan Tango. Thank you so much. I appreciate it since day one that we met, probably about a year or so ago, and everything you told me to do, like a good officer, this private did it, and the SWR is amazing without a tuner, and the audio and the signal reports. Now the next thing to do is to put a linear on it. Thank you so much. I hope everything is well with you and your lovely family. We look forward to talking to you again, and I will listen on live hookup tomorrow. Kilo Charlie 9, Kilo Victor. This is Victor America 3, Japan Tango.
Roger, Jim, and just the way you were working that the most of the way last time is just perfect. That microphone just has such a nice top end. It just wraps your words in silk. It's just beautiful, just perfect. Don't change a thing from the settings that I just gave you. Keep them right there, because I want you to be sounding always very pleasant. I don't want you to sound like you're aggressive, like you're headed towards the moon with a 2 dB or 1 dB dynamic range. You deserve the best, and I think where you are now is just absolutely perfect.
You deserve the best, and I think where you are now is just absolutely perfect.
Okay, I tell you what I just did. The cutoff switch under the microphone, I turned that off. Did it make a difference?
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you do this? Why don't you give me a 10 count, and at 5, I want you to switch that back to where it was. So give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, Roger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switched. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I really like the last one best. I think that's just perfect, Roger.
I really like the last one best. I think that's just perfect, Roger.
Leave it where it is. Don't turn the switch on. Keep it turned off, correct?
Yes, sir, just like you were just that last transmission. Just perfect.
Yes, sir, just like you
Turned
were
on.
that last transmission. Perfect.
Doc.
I'm sorry, just where you were is just perfect. Don't do a thing, Roger.
Just where you were is just perfect. Don't do a thing, Roger.
Okay, I put it back to the on position. I'm going to turn it off now. Okay, the switch is now turned off.
Yes, sir, just leave it just like that. Take another piece of Gorilla Tape and tape that switch just like it is. Tape it down so it doesn't move, Roger.
Tape that switch just like it is. Tape it down so it doesn't move, Roger.
I'm glad you said Gorilla Tape. My favorite person whom I've met is Johnny Weissmuller, Tarzan, and I'll go over to the Metro Zoo and get some Gorilla Tape.
Yes, sir. Boy, that stuff is strong. That's about 3-ply regular tape. It really does a great job. I use it all the time. Sometimes I put 2 layers of Gorilla Tape. I didn't take a jackhammer to take it off, Roger.
Layers of Gorilla Tape. I didn't take a jackhammer to take it off, Roger.
No, that's for sure. By the way, you're 5'9 plus 15. 5'9 plus 15, Dr. Oler.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm pushing as hard as I can, Jim. I'm just, throwing it out there, and somebody else is making decision where it's going there, Roger.
Throwing it out there, and somebody else is making decision where it's going there, Roger.
Roger. All right, nice to hear you. Since the last time I talked to you, I went back to teaching the military, and it's been keeping me busy with the Canadian Signal Corps. And I've been using your information on their equipment, and it's made it a tremendous experience. So on behalf of the Canadian military and myself, thank you for your kind advice over the last year. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor Victor America 3 Juliet Tango for any final.
Roger, Jim. Well, I have checked your QRZ page, and it's most impressive, particularly your work on that schooner mast and replacing that antenna, Roger.
On that schooner mast and replacing that antenna, Roger. Roger. It's the best thing I ever did at 70 years of age. Why should I be pulling at my age, and not to be braggadocious, with open heart surgery, recovering and a knee, lifting that 6BTV off the little piece of pipe? And I read about it, and I says, I was a little afraid to begin with, so I got one of the corporals to help me, and we installed it a couple of days ago. And it's so easy. It's a walk in the park. This is not a commercial for Hustler or anything like that. I've had enough Hustlers in my life, both of them. And what do you call it? You just pick it up, walk back, and it's fun. It is real fun working on the antenna again, because that's the part of the hobby that I really enjoy. Over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But now, sometimes we have to assign people delegation. That is the mark of the true inspiration. There is one that can delegate things, particularly that require altitude, to the right person to do it. I mean, it's sometimes we have to protect ourselves, and delegation is one way to do that. Roger.
And delegation is one way to do that, Roger.
Roger. So there we have it. It's 444, which reminds me of my old Shure microphone on the old equipment. Doctor, it's an honor and a pleasure, and look forward to talking with you. Next time you hear me, hopefully I'll have a linear hooked up to this ICOM 7300. And let me say one thing. I thought I was a little terrified when I bought the ICOM 7300, because when you get old, the eyesight's not the same. And I says, I wonder if I'll be able to see that screen. Well, besides taking the Lurid and the vitamin C, that screen is amazing. And the other day, I got a monitor, and mirrored the ICOM onto the monitor. I've never had so much fun since I got my license in 1964. Back to you.
Yes, sir, Jim. Now, I don't want to entice you, but I want you to think about something. The way that 7300 breaks out on a big screen is you should see the way a 7610 breaks out on a big screen. The 7610 takes everything that's on that screen out to the big screen. The 7300 just takes part of it out. So read up on that 7610 output into a large monitor and see what if that entices you, Roger.
Monitor and see if that entices you, Roger.
It will. Now, I don't know if you're a psychic or what, but for Christmas I was thinking, I have a good friend in the military. He would like to have my 7300, and of course the price has gone up, but that's okay. I'll come back a little bit, and I seriously, it's a 9 out of 10, and the FYL doesn't mind. I'm seriously thinking of trading the 7300 for the 7610. I was going to go for the 7610 first, and I'll admit I made the mistake, but I still love the 7300. And you are correct again. That'll be my Christmas present, the 7610. KC9VKV, Victor America 3, Japan Tango.
Roger, Jim. Now, my challenge will be to get that 7610 sounding as good as your 7300. I mean, you can't believe it. Just beautiful. You got to check it out on YouTube. Let me say 73, sir, and always a pleasure. You have a great afternoon, a beautiful weekend, Roger.
And always a pleasure. You have a great afternoon, a beautiful weekend, Roger.
Roger. And happy Thanksgiving. And also, it's great to be America's neighbor, let me tell you that. And I went to school in America, graduated there at seminary, and got some grandkids still living there, and we always enjoying going south of the border. KC9VKV, Victor America 3, Japan Tango, closing down after a most enjoyable QSO. 7-3, God bless America, and God bless you, Dr. J.
Yes, sir, Jim. 73 up that way, sir, and you have a great afternoon and just a beautiful weekend. If you get a chance, join us next Friday. I'd love to have you as always. 73. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.